It's the most wonderful time of the year, and it's the Tubers High Score Challenge, the Christmas Challenge. It's a double game episode. It's Batsugun and Soukyuu Gurentai. I think I pronounced that completely wrong, but I gave it my best shot. So it's a combined score of both these games, and so this first game is Batsugun. Yeah, both on the Sega Saturn. This first one, Batsugun, is by Tourplan, renowned for many classic shooters. I've not played this one before, but it's definitely fits the mould of the Tourplan games. Very enjoyable. I'm going to take it fairly easy on the commentary because, to be honest, I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a while since I've done a video. And it's the Christmas season, so I'm a little bit tipsy as well. So I'm not going to try too hard to do some top-notch commentary here. And I've got half an eye on the African Cup of Nations football on TV at the moment. Ivory Coast against Cameroon. Cameroon have just equalised. It's looking like a very exciting match. So I do have half an eye on that as well. But anyway, back to the game. It's just at the last minute I had to do a very quick run on this because I'd been playing Batsugun. I got my score on Batsugun. I got my video ready for Batsugun, and then just as I was checking the name of the other game, I was checking through Discord and it's like, oh no. We're playing this special edition or special version of Batsugun, which is just like on one of the options. So I was like, oh man, I've got to pick myself up and put another run in. I mean, it's not a complete overhaul as such. I mean, I'd only sort of started playing this the last few days or so. But nonetheless, it was kind of like, all right, I'm a bit tipsy, and I've got to put in a new run on the special version. But as it happened, I was very, very pleased with this one. I was wondering what the differences were at first between this special version and the normal Batsugun. It took me a while to realise that, and I don't think I've quite fully understood it. Apart from the backgrounds, the hitbox on the ship seems to be a little bit smaller, and also as well the bombs do more damage. It seems. When I was playing the original version, the bombs seemed a bit more of like a screen clearer type thingy, which you would use just to sort of give yourself a lot more time and escape to hammer the enemy with your laser. But the bombs in this special version seem to be a bit more sort of like deadly, like they're actually bombs, which I think is better. I think those tweaks do actually add to the game. Because I think the hitbox before was slightly big, maybe. Just my opinion. But I did seem to be getting away with some pretty close calls in this one and only run I did on the special version here. Yeah, like a couple of times there where I'm sure I would have been wiped out on the original version. I was wondering, in fact, like because I had some of those close calls and thinking, am I playing one of these bugged games where there's like no collision detection? I mean, I'm pretty sure I wasn't, and didn't want to mess around to find out. But it's kind of like, I was surprised I got away with some of the things I did in this one. It's strange, yes, like things, animal things. There is one of those hidden on the earlier on the second level, I think. in a building. No particular points bonus or anything, but I don't know why they've chosen that character. I don't know if you just saw it there as well. Just like quickly flashed up. Slightly bizarre. You like the default is you've got a status bar at the bottom of the screen, which shows your bombs and which to your next level as well. But it actually obscures your ship. Like if your ship is hugging the bottom of the screen, then it gets partially obscured. But with a press of another button, the status bar sort of goes away, which is actually sort of quite useful. It took me a little while to realise that, but normally in the game, you just have a status bar which doesn't interfere with the play, and you don't need to worry about selecting it on and off. But that is not the case here. So, just a general observation there. Lost my first life at the second level boss there. A little bit disappointing that, but anyway, so like onwards I go. I say with the special version as well, the enemies seem to fire slightly faster as well. Definitely noticed on this level some ships like getting an extra round off, or two. So like a bit of an interesting sort of like mix of the sort of small hitbox, more powerful bombs, and sort of more firing enemies. So yeah, I think if I'm being critical, like with the original version of Batsugun, sometimes it was like what's the way to describe it? Where it's like not a slog as such, but like really wrestling and struggling to sort of like make those bullets count, and it's kind of like it can feel like a bit of an uphill struggle at times. But with the special version, it just seems a bit more lighter in that way. It's still sort of like very deadly in terms of all the enemies and bullets flying at you. And I think that's what makes it like a little bit more fun as well, perhaps. But I only had a chance to sort of like have this one run through before to get me a video source, so I can't speak from experience there. Using sort of like bombs here, I'm kind of doing a bit of panic bombing here because it's I'm kind of thinking I'm not really going to be able to sort of like have the time to put in another run after this one, so I've really got to like maximise my points really, even if it is playing it safe, and I lose a life there anyway. So. But yeah, my focus is like quickly turning to almost like preservation really. It's kind of like a bit better safe than sorry type attitude, which works amazingly well a lot of the time. The amount of lives you lose in a shoot 'em up just for like taking those risks. But if you want to sort of truly sort of like truly beat a game, you've got to take those risks, and you got to learn how to deal with them. But such as the time I've got left for the challenge, I just have to play it safe. Ouch! Yeah, lost life there. The leveling up system's quite interesting in this. Like you almost get like an XP bar as you go through the game, and when you do get to the next level, like your firepower increases exponentially. It's kind of like you get like wider, more deadly firepower, which kind of like matches. It feels like a nice upgrade. Compared to what you're dealing with, it's I think that works really well. For what it's worth, by the way, the run I got on the original Batsugun was like about 1.25 million, which I was pretty impressed with. I could have improved with a lot more practice, but as far as it goes, like I thought that was a decent run. So considering this is like my first run on the special version, and I've already beaten that, it's like it's quite it's like quite a difference there, quite a difference. So yeah, I think in a nutshell, probably the difficulty on the original Batsugun is maybe a bit harder. I'd say. Yeah, I don't know what's coming here, so I'm kind of just like and I think I'm running out, or I've run out of bombs as well. So I'm kind of like just you just got to react as best as you can. Use a bomb there. I was quite lucky to avoid the big pink lasers. Doing some very good dodging here, actually. I'm very, very pleased. And oof, yeah, ouch! Straight into the pink lasers on the other side. I was caught fair and square there. Can't complain. But very happy with that. It's like 1659060 for my points for Batsugun. So yeah, very, very chuffed with that. Particularly, just had to switch at the last minute as well. Right, okay, immediately onto the second game, which I've already forgotten how to pronounce already, so I'm not going to try. I had less time on this. My main focus was on Batsugun, so, and I kind of like realised I was running out of time, so I had to sort of just like, oh yeah, better get running on this. Very interesting one. Lovely graphics and style. I'm not a technical expert or anything, but these like hardware surprises or something, I'm not sure, but it all looks very nice. So you got this like charge option where you sort of like it locks onto enemies once you do like a charge zone, and you can change the type of that as well. There's like a more direct one which has like missiles. Just like hoover up as many as you can like with the charge shot, and then pick up anything else with your normal shot. That seems to be the order of the day. Admittedly, there were a couple of things about this which I wasn't as keen about. I do like the graphical style. It seems like a great shooter. I'd like to play it more. Some things I wasn't as keen on. It doesn't seem to be too precise, just in terms of like moving left to right. There's not really much room for like fine weaving between bullets and stuff. It's kind of like you do need to be extra careful, and just a tap of the direction can just like put you into the hitbox zone of a bullet, or put your hitbox zone into a bullet rather. So it's kind of like it didn't feel quite silky in that sense as some of the shooters. But nonetheless, it all seemed very fair and very enjoyable. Got a nice bonus out. Unfortunately, I can't read the language. That end bonus seemed to vary quite a bit depending on. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like I need to read a bit more about that to understand how the bonus was determined. Because I've taken out that boss quicker than that before and got less points. So what I was doing differently, I'm not entirely sure. so got these bigger ships and just using my homing stuff on. But yeah, this Saturn emulator is very good. Wymere, I think it's called or something like that. I only played it on the Saturn a little bit back in the day. Just played a few games on it. I was just very impressed with it at the time. But it did seem to fade out of existence pretty quickly, really. So it'd be nice, like playing these Saturn games today, and these shooters as well. I mean, blimey, yeah. If I would have had a Saturn and would have had these games on it, I would have been absolutely chuffed. I honestly don't think you can get much better than this. But yeah, quite an interesting one, isn't it? Because sometimes when you're playing this one, it seems quite easy at times. You think this ain't too bad at all, but then you just get caught out, and it's like damn it. And yeah, that's a sign of a good game. It gives you enough like rope to hang yourself on. You get carried away, you get overconfident, and boom! Before you know it, like you know where you fucked up. So yeah, this has a pretty decent balance of that. Challenging, not unfair, not too easy. You can do well if you stay focused. That seems to be the plan. Sorry, been distracted a bit. There's the Ivory Coast Cameroon match is ongoing. Still 1-1 at the moment. It's looks like quite a close one. Yeah, still got 2 lives there. Yeah, seems to be doing very well. Oh, just as I say that, blown up. Yeah, I mean, the bullet patterns all seem quite manageable, as long as paying attention for the most part. Just a slight criticism of this game. Like I mentioned earlier about the movement. One of the only things is like when you shoot enemies, like they don't always disappear, and like they sort of like they do like a crash out animation, which is pretty cool and everything. But when I was first playing it, it's kind of like I wasn't sure if I was like destroying them or not. It's kind of like I could still see them on the screen, and like my bullets weren't like connecting anymore. And I was thinking, oh no, what's happening? So it did take a bit of adjustment that, just to sort of like realise that I had blown them up, and that was that. But a minor gripe, but just wiped out there. So that is my second score of 2139610. So I'll put the combined score in the comments. I'm not about to add that up just now. But those are my runs for the Christmas challenge. So wishing everyone a happy Christmas and also a happy New Year, and all the best for 2026 as well. I look forward to the new Tubers High School Challenge season starting very soon. So that's my run, and bye for now.